I'm just rolling my dice, and like 3 times in a row they matched the numbers, and it was 2 different d20s. Like it was both 3s and both 12s, and like a 14 and 13.
It seems like both of them are being temperamental.
It seems like my d20s have been doing that for a while, actually. I don't know why these 3 are suddenly being temperamental.
It's because they want to be social.
Oh, that's nice. I can't take you anywhere. I'm sorry I have to leave you in the dish. You stay in the dice dish, which isn't even that great of a dish. It's just a weird plastic thing that has little snappers. But you'll have the deal. Don't you roll like that on me. Ugh.
Yep, that.
Ready, that's ready. I'm gonna test out these 2 die and see which one I'm going with. That one's the 1, so not that one.
Let's see, I have 7 to choose from.
And that's only now is rolling a 20. You 3 are very weird today. You have been for a while, though. You guys have been weird for the last number of weeks. Wow, okay, all single digits. Okay. I feel like I need a dice tower. That or I just need better luck in a lot of things.
I mean, can't be having worse luck than LARP Brandon during my Starfinder game.
I mean, that was pretty bad. But that's also because he's using an online roller. At least I like to think.
Yeah, I had the online roller the other day. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This pen, core book, tab. I'm just going through making sure I'm all prepped on my end stuff. 5 minutes after the game started, I'm gonna have to look up like 20 things. It always happens. Okay. As we go back,
and Monica, whatever that heavy rolling is, it's
you're
really
rolling
loud.
real loud.
I'm trying not to. Kind of hard.
As we come back to our Starfinder section, this unfamiliar room shifts into focus, and its function is not immediately apparent to any of you. Harsh fluorescent lights reflect off a row of metal tables, shrouding the rest of the room in darkness. Glass jars on a nearby counter contain sterile swabs and syringes. An open box of surgical tools lays ready near the jars. The scrubbed metal floor and pristine surfaces suggest this chamber may be a medical bay or clinic of some sort. A strange metal apparatus is mounted to the ceiling. Thick wires dangle circular electrodes. A strong medicinal scent permeates the chilly air. With the click of the heels on the cold metal tiles, it sounds like shatters within the silence. A vague humanoid figure dressed in a white lab coat approaches towards Gunner, laying on a bed. Their face wreathed in a type of shadow cloth, but you can see their yellow eyes glowing from within. When you look around you, Gunner, the voice from the same individual has spoken. Students, today you will duplicate a procedure of my own invention on a test subject. Gunner, give me a perception check.
Oof.
How the fuck did this come about?
I don't fucking know.
I thought last where we left off, Gunner just found out he got canned.
Well, apparently now I'm being operated on. 24?
With a 24, you look to the bed to the left and to the right of you.
And quick question:
yes,
do I have my mask on?
the mask is still intact.
Okay, cool.
But how do you feel about being purple?
Huh? Where'd I get these boobles?
You look along to the beds to the left and to the right of you. Placed on the left bed is Snow without Jubilee, and placed towards the right is Jobron.
Can I try and get up?
Sure. Give me an athletics check.
Are you sure I can't do an acrobatics?
You can try.
All right, I'll do. I mean, if you'll allow acrobatics, I'll do that.
You can definitely try.
That is 29.
With a 29, you try to break free from these cuffs that are placed along both of your arms, and you are unsuccessful.
Oh,
At a second glance, you see your weapons as well as your companions on the tables. All of their weapons have been detained and are not present in front of you. This looks to be like a display of some sort with this individual.
shit. Oh, the priest sold me out.
At this moment, however, both Snow and Jobron seem to be out cold. It does look like on Jobron's character there may have been some surgical procedure that may have happened. You see, like almost it looked like permanent marker kind of placed, showing like incision here or things like that placed on his face. A couple scars and scabs placed along his face and his arms. And he's just you could see he's still breathing, but he's just motionless. When you take a look to your right, it doesn't look like they got to Snow yet.
And Snow, if she wakes up, is going to have a complete freak out being strapped down to a surgical table again.
If we even get there. uh, I mean, he'd probably just keep trying to break out. He's not just gonna fucking lay there and get surgically done up.
When you take a look, all three of you, as I mentioned, the electrodes kind of linked into your head have these wires that go from the top of the ceiling into all three of you in some way, shape, or form. They're kind of just plugged up directly into your brain, almost in that fashion.
Ooh.
Shortly afterwards, going with the same perception check, you see Kalani step forward towards you. Kalani seems to be wearing some type of black, gold, and silver ceremonial type garbs on. It's completely different than every time you've spent time together, and continues to walk towards you with a scalpel in one hand and it looks like other tools, like a collection of tools in the other. And the scalpel stays in the hand, and the rest of the tools get placed on a small table, or small like table right next to you. And then when you continue to look around, you see a toner heading towards Jubilee, and then you see Havoc heading towards Jobron.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Get me the fuck out of this! What the fuck are you doing? This can't be real. realistic. Get me out of this god tail!
The voice that you heard before says, "All right, now it's time to make the incision." Snow, give me a perception.
Am I conscious now?
Yeah.
Just a 23.
So you're ultimately seeing the same exact thing that Gunner's seeing. You're not picking up any more like details of what's going on. You kind of wake up and there's a toner with this scalpel that's placed directly in his hand, going directly to where your face are. You're cuffed
And
up.
Snow is. Her eyes are going to dilate really big as panic is setting in, and she's going to try to remote hack the electronic system attached to her.
Is now a good time to mention I only have a 4 to my medicine checks.
That's why you're taking this class.
Am I able to do the remote hack?
Give me a computer's check.
It's a 31.
When you try to remote hack into it, whatever computer system they're using, it's bypassing the attempt you're trying to make with everything that's going on right now.
Am I still my suit or not?
In this current moment, you are not.
Shit. And I'm not able to get in touch with Jubilee.
It doesn't seem like it.
Can I remote hack a toner's eye?
A toner is going to have a chance to make an attack roll at you. Before you can do that, but before even the attack, I'm going to switch perspective and explain what's going on. So for a toner, I'm going to keep it the same. So for a toner, Kalani, and Havoc, as you wake up, you're dressed up, as I mentioned, in this like black, gold, and silver ceremonial guards. Each one seems to be like a custom fit for your person. It's not too loose, it's not too tight. Out of the three of you, the only one that happens to have like any type of marks or blood on it already is Kalani's. A toner seems to be like clean and well kept, as well as Havoc's. Although Havoc is decaying, the condition of the garbage is okay. Once you try to realize where you are, you just feel like you're not in full control of your person. And I want each of you to give me a mysticism check.
Okay, it is a nat 20, I swear.
4.
Since it's your birthday, we had to be extra mean to you. Rolled again.
So that would be, with my mysticism, that would be a 34.
With your mysticism, all right, I'll start with Atonus first.
Yeah, flat
Atonus,
4. No bonuses, just the 4.
Atoner, you just have this compelling urge that once you hear the same mysterious voice saying, "I want you to replicate the procedure that I taught you," although this isn't your field of expertise in any way, shape, or form, there's some type of connection that you feel with this voice, and you just feel compelled to follow it. You feel that following the actions of this voice is going to feel like some sense of euphoria for you, some type of satisfaction in the end. Kalani, you are a bit aware of things of this nature when the stars align and bad things like this happen and people find a way to try to manipulate others. You can tell that whoever this individual is has some type of magical effect placed on every person in this room. This thing that you're experiencing is followed up with the fact that the same wires that are hooked up into the 3 people on the bed are additionally hooked up into the 3 of you as well. And you feel that if you were to go against the actions that this person is going to say, that they're going to just begin to shock you with an electrical current until you obey their orders. That, and you feel that would go the same to any other person that they may consider stepping out of line. When you get a glimpse at this, I don't want to use the word humanoid, but for like a height comparison, this humanoid-sized creature, you are picking up the same type of shadow aura that you picked up from the asteroid at this point.
Okay.
Give me a sense motive check to follow with the
Ooh.
mysticism.
All right, I get to use my expertise on this as well.
Both of us, or just her since she got the good roll?
Just
All right.
So an 18 with my sense motive is another 12, so that's 30, and then my 6, 34.
with a 34. Well, okay. I'll follow that up in a second. You begin to step forward, a toner begins to step forward, and Havoc begins to step forward. As you begin to walk forward, there are no supplies in your hand at first, and then a scalpel materializes into your one hand, and the tools materialize into the other, directly in front of you. You didn't hear any sounds of like any spells being spoken, and you're not picking up how that happened exactly. But as you begin to walk towards this same individual, this shadow figure looks towards you with these bright yellow eyes, and you feel that this shadow can tell that you may be seeing a bit through it, and is keeping a very close eye on you.
Okay.
So, with all of that being said, she says, begin the process. And she's going to see if you 3 are willingly going to do the task or if she will need to enforce it. When you take a look around you, there seem to be like other type of individuals in science garbs looking at you. Again, this looks to be like a type of display that's happening where the subjects are your comrades and you 3 are also in charge to make sure that everything goes well. Or at least that's what it seems. So it's at this point.
I mean, I'm pretty much gonna go against it. I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna go through with it. That's for sure.
Okay. So with that, give me a melee attack roll. And for each of your melee attacks, if you both are choosing to do it, it'll go against the AC of whichever individual. For the sake of this, I'm going to say that they have their current ACs because AC bonuses are funky, and I don't want to make you go through it to find your real AC. So I'll just say that they have their armor class from previous.
Okay.
Well, the
Well, how
thing
about
is, like,
this?
with
'Cause
this
I
whole
know-
weird.
Sorry. If we want to make it simple, how about we just take out the Dex mod bonus, being that that is kind of not really applicable, being that we're currently tied down. So
Okay.
it'll just be 10 plus our armor class.
Sounds good.
Okay, so all right.
What was you going to say, Blake? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how to roleplay this because it's like, because like with the weird stuff that's going on, does a toner see them and recognize them as the people that he knows, or is this weird mental screwery like keeping him from recognizing them and like also making him think that he's like a med student in whatever weird lab this is? Because like if he was himself without any weird mind control stuff, like he would be opposed to it. But if he's being like fully controlled, then he would go along with it because he's being controlled. So I'm just not sure what is the situation for how I should play this, if he is being controlled or if he's still fully free and like aware.
You recognize all the individuals in front of you. Without a doubt, the person that's placed directly in front of you is the same person you call captain each and every time. All of the your memories at this exact moment aren't coming to mind of like different situations that happen, but the people that are directly in this room that you've linked with from previous encounters and things, you recognize every individual here, but you just have this compelling urge to follow this action, knowing that yes, it may hurt that person, but the trade-off is by obeying the action, you're going to get some type of euphoria that you haven't gotten before. So you can choose not to do it, and that's fine. But out of everyone here, Kalani did pick up these wires are attached to us as well. Like disobeying an order will get you electrocuted ultimately.
Yeah, because if his mind is still his own, and that he knows them, then of course he's not going to do it.
Okay.
He would like look at them and like put down the scalpel on like the surgery table and then like look around like, what the hell is going on?
Kalani?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Don't like the same thing as he is. So I'm like, I'm gonna fight against it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Who the hell are you? Type thing.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me.
Are you sure about that?
So
Would you
as
like to know more?
as the both of you hesitate, you take a look over to Havoc, which I will play this out because both of them are not here. You take a look over to Havoc, and Havoc begins to obey the order almost without a second thought about it. As Havoc begins to use to cut into the cranium part of Joberon, which there's damage that applies to it. You can see within Havoc's face, eyes rolled back, and just seemed more giddy than normal. That there's some type of pleasure that Havoc can't explain that's going on.
Brandon, with seeing a toner back off, can I hack into Havoc instead? Because they
Before
are
you do
loaded
that-
up on modifications.
Or you do that.
Before you do that, as the scalpel connects into Joberon and you see Joberon starts to bleed a bit, the wire that's connected into Joberon has this small, translucent light going through it, going up towards the ceiling. And it looks like it continues going, but there's just a mass amount of wires to kind of continue to trace where it's going. So before you hack into Havoc, I want you to make a computers check.
Also, just to clear the air, just curious,
also 31.
has anyone here ever played The Evil Within?
I messed with it a little bit. I saw Dennis play some.
Only the second.
God, my dice are rolling pretty low. I got another 31.
Still, with a 31, the little translucent lights that you saw look to symbolize almost like data of some type going through the same wires, possibly into a computer system. When you see the direction it's going and you try to see if it's something you can hack into, I'm going with the same skill that you had previously with this. It just doesn't seem to be hackable. But even as Jobron takes takes the slither from this, even though Jobron's eyes are closed at the moment, he begins to smile. And the quote unquote teacher says, "You are delightfully receptive," and kind of pets Havoc. Says, "I have so much to teach you. And as for the others," and she flicks her fingers, "and I need to roll 3d6 electricity damage to all four of you."
Oh god.
I know you said we're in robes, but do we still get our benefits from our?
Yeah.
Yay!
Good thing I've got adaptive shielding.
Say, I got that electrical shield thing.
Yeah, the one good thing about adaptive is that even though you don't take it for the first hit, it'll stay attuned to that element for the next 5 minutes. So it can be any element.
Yeah, I got that one that you had.
Yeah, the one that was the electrical armor, yeah.
Yeah, the electrical damage, and it also gives resistance too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a total of 11 points of electricity damage. It because it's linked to you, there was no attack roll that needed to be made.
So that makes it 65. All right.
Okay.
The same shadowy figure. After that's being said, do you still want to hack into Havoc?
Yep.
Okay. I'm Havoc. I don't feel like would resist you. Technically, I'm playing Havoc, so I'm just going to say you're successful in hacking into Havoc. As you hack into Havoc, Havoc is aware of what's going on. When you kind of try to tap, since Havoc has been reanimated, when you try to tap into like
No, they've been
what's going
reanimated, but they've also had all of their limbs replaced with cybernetics. They have lovingly told us repeatedly about that.
Havoc, you can tell emotionally something's going on with Havoc, but Havoc may not see like a positive end game to this besides following instructions. Even as you hack into Havoc, Havoc isn't like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna massacre this person." It's like, "Oh, like I'm sorry I have to do this, but I'm afraid of what failure will give me." And then seeing everyone get shot, kind of like, "Ugh."
And how close is the Doctor to Havoc?
Within like 50, 60 feet. After petting Havoc on the head, like walked away from Havoc, the head toward you for. The same individual, the same teacher comes over and says, comes actually directly over towards a toner and looks Snow right in the eyes and says, "Look, I'm just trying to help you." And you, although like the rest of the face is covered, you can see within the eyes that this individual is smiling or laughing at you.
Not
Fuck
again.
you, you DeVry dropout piece of shit.
Not again. Not again. I can't do this again. Oh, you won't dissect me again and put me back together again.
I am not gonna be some goddamn petri dish for some fucking piece of shit!
She looks over towards Toner and Kalani and says, "Now will you follow my instructions?"
And Snow's gonna make Havoc throw the scalpel at the doctor.
Roll to attack with my claws. Nat 1.
Oh my.
You dissecting, baby.
You dissected yourself.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna just roll a d20 on Havoc. I don't know Havoc's modifier. Hey, that's positive.
Nice.
It's like this shadowy being is made out of shadows.
And that's actually what happened. As the scalpel is thrown, back is turned towards Havoc. The attention's solely focused on the four of you. The scalpel goes through the teacher as if the teacher is made of like just gas at this point. And they say, you shouldn't have done that. And flicks the fingers again, and the room turns dark, which doesn't really affect most of this party. But the
Yeah, it
room
really doesn't.
turns dark.
Mm-mm.
And there's a small bit of light that goes through the room as the electricity sparks again at a higher velocity this time.
Voltage.
Yes, I said velocity.
Yeah, no, it took me a second there. I'm like, wait, I know it's a V word, but it's not velocity.
And can I activate my my energy shield? It is mechanic trick.
Sure.
Yay, that's extra temporary hit points for me.
For a total of 28 electricity.
So that'd be 23 for me. Ooh.
And I am going to
So
do
that'd be 2, 6.
I'm gonna do a mind thrust spell at it, at the person, because I'm like, who the fuck are you, and who or what are you? And I'm like, gonna do a mind thrust spell. What? 28 in damage.
28 against which AC?
It would be EAC because it's energy, technically.
Right. That's a
Well, I
hit.
mean, it doesn't. It's also, you said that it doesn't require attack roll. Or is the 28 the attack itself? Sorry. Because your damage is also 28. I was getting confused.
I assume the mod.
I think that's
attack.
what just the. Because the
Oh, yeah.
attacks are pretty much
Make a roll.
automatic.
Huh, I have to make a roll save.
That's a save, yeah.
Okay, so let's do this.
Me, if it's shadow, might not have a brain to do.
A 23 will save. I don't know if that's a success with.
Against my attack?
It's not against your attack. It's against whatever your DC is.
Well, I mean, it's
what's your spell
against,
DC?
He's doing the save for my mind thrust spell, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So what's the DC
What's
for
the
your
spell
mind thrust?
DC?
Yes, I think that'll end up saving. So he only gets half damage of my mind thrust, which is 4d10. Let me find my d10s. Hold on.
No spitty spitty.
Get me another step.
You gotta.
Let's see.
How many rolls did you?
21. So 21, that would be 10 damage that he would take.
So it'd be 5 damage.
No, I
Or is that
rolled
halved?
21.
Okay.
So, and a will save only gets half damage. So that's why it's like 10.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Quick second, I have this thing buzzing. I'm just trying to that.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I had another like Discord thing. It was just buzzing off. I was like, okay, that does seem to affect this thing, and it just like a ghost, it kind of just phases out of existence in front of you. And this voice kind of comes back and says, "You got nowhere to hide." And this bright light kind of emits in front of all of you, kind of blinding you for a second without the conditions of blinding. And you're back at the doctor's office, and the doctor's like, "I've been trying to talk to you guys for the last 5 minutes. What's going on?" The damage that you have taken is still applied to you.
We are being attacked by a shadow being of some sort.
First thing a toner does is he goes over to not Jubilee, Snow,
Snow's
and
gonna
just
be
like
going
sort of
into,
like
Snow's gonna be
he's
going
just
into
like
a corner and start hugging herself and sit down in the corner.
yeah, he's just gonna like go over to her and like get down on his knees and then like just like place both hands on her shoulders to sort of like keep her steady.
By the way, has there been time between me helping AMPM and us going to this or not?
No, we went right from there to this.
All right. Okay. I was just going to double check because of, if I had enough rest to regain my spells or not yet.
Nope.
All right, no worries.
That time hasn't passed yet. The computer was over to the doctor. He started looking into it, but wasn't having too much success. He is going to follow up actually with that and say, yeah, you handed this computer over when I said something that seems to have whatever is affecting all of you on it. I wasn't able to find anything, and you all just spaced out for the past at least 5 minutes. Wasn't that long, but I mean, it was just silent.
Is the doctor wearing gloves?
Is everything all right? You said you got attacked by some shadow demon thing?
Yeah.
Here. Huh. Well,
I described exactly what happened with this being and what this being looked like.
Mass hysteria.
I mean, that's
like the three on the table and then the three of us being like surgical students in a way.
And before that, like I am not staying here right now, so I'm gonna tell him when can I get my fix for this fucking disease with my communicator because I can't talk.
He says, I just need an item that's heavily infused in whatever thing that afflicted you. The computer I'm not having too much success with. So whatever this was, it's not enough.
So, and I described.
BRB, and I leave.
Okay. BRB. I'm out. He's just kind of he's taking everything else in. I can't play Havoc or Jobron at this point, but he sees the situation going on with Snow and the toner, and sees Gunner step out. He sees Kalani's here. He really only knows Gunner from the visit. So everyone else he kind of just met in a small amount of time, and it's just like, so you're all having this problem, and he just, I guess, continues talking to Kalani, saying that Snow and Atona are to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Would he be able to tell if my eye is a source of this corruption as well? Like the robotic eye?
He could take a look at it, but you feel he knows that he could tell that Gunner was affected by it, by the way that Gunner was speaking and everything like that. He didn't exactly say like what type of piece of gear or anything it was, so you're not sure if he would know. But I mean, it can't hurt to ask him. He's here.
How long would it take me to get to the docks where my supplies would be to come back?
I'll put it at like 15 minutes. Easy.
Okay, because pretty much I went to the dock, grabbed the comm unit that I had that still has the keys to Elysium on it, and bring it back.
Bye. Is a toner Snow still?
Yeah, Snow's still having a mental breakdown in the corner.
So then
I'm actually
the
doing
doctor.
personal like will saves on my end. It's like
Ooh.
nope.
Should
So
I
then-
start making
I
like
pretty-
strength athletics checks for like restrain?
Gotta get those
I
knots
pretty
out.
much describe this doctor person who has us under their control to the doctor to see if maybe he knows. Basically, they're like made of shadow. Looks like a person, a humanoid of some sort, yellow eyes.
The fuck you guys been smoking?
to see if he might know a creature of the shadow plane or something that it could be.
I ain't no dark wizard. I'm a priest.
So when you describe this creature, he's not picking up anything from the details he's given. But do you mention anything about the shadow plane at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you do mention that, he says, "Oh, that could change everything here." Then. So you're saying you had an encounter with a bit of the shadow plane.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So yeah. Do you know if this computer was originally from the shadow plane, or do you not?
I don't. I'm not sure. Whose was it again?
That computer will get traced back to the doctor that was on the asteroid, right? That computer.
Yep.
Yeah, so that would get traced back to him, his personal computer. And the doctor's gonna look it over again, and he's gonna say like, I'm looking. I don't know much about computers, but I mean these parts seem to be normal. It seems to run off of electricity like normal. It has a power supply and things like that. I mean, this doesn't look like was made from the shadow plane. And
And then I break in the door.
if that's what you feel like, if you feel like that is what is affecting you, then I will need, and that's when you come in. I will need something that was made from the shadow plane to be able to counteract this effect that it has on everyone. Gunner kind of goes forward, no words said. I'm assuming just slams it right on the.
Yeah, just does that, points at the Keys of Elysium app, and then just walks towards Snow. I'll let you do your thing before I do anything. I'm not sure if that'll work or not. It's the only thing I know that we still have from that fucking planet we nuked. Or asteroid.
He takes a look at it. He's like, yeah, this comm unit isn't going to help either. This comm unit was made from Absalon Station.
And I just like wave them off.
I'm sorry that I thought it was just you that something was wrong with. You see, he's almost going into like some type of hysteria at this point. Like, I thought it was just you. Now I see it's a group of you. Was there anyone else that was with you that could have been affected by all this? Is this everyone that's accountable of it?
Yeah, this group of here, we were all together.
God, making these rolls, I got an 8, an 11, and then a 5.
Oh my gosh.
So Snow is still having a complete freak out.
I'm actually gonna go to the doctor and type in, "You're about to hear a lot of cursing. I promise you I'm not actually doing it."
He's like, well, I understand the situation. Everyone's in a rut, but go ahead, speak your mind.
I mean, I'm just gonna turn away from him and go back to Snow. Be like, "Hey, Snow!" I'm like snapping in her face. Hey.
You're gonna see on the holographic lens over her eye, pretty much the video footage of her being on the operating table before, and the doctor doing all the surgeries on her before. And
can you hear me?
she's completely out of it.
I slap her.
Rolled
A
another
toner
5.
would try and stop that.
And rolled another 5, so she's still out of it.
Yeah, he would try to like stop you from slapping someone in the face.
You don't know what you're doing. You're just giving her a shoulder massage. I flick her on the nose.
Hey, got a 16 on that one.
There you go. See, you just got booped the snoot.
So she just kind of startles at that and somewhat coming back to reality.
Welcome back to the world of the living, Captain.
Yeah, what do you think it would be to try and like help calm someone down? Like
Booping their
diplomacy?
snoot.
Bluff?
It'd probably be diplomacy.
Diplomacy if you're being genuine about it.
And bluff if you're not.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
So
but
yeah,
don't worry,
I've
with my
got it.
bonuses, that's a 14. 14 to diplomacy with a nat 1.
I think with this, that might not make it.
No.
That's the second one. The doctor's
You're not on the table anymore, Cap. You're back here.
She's slowly coming to. The lens screen disappears again.
There you go.
I can't
One
go back.
brain cell connecting to the other at a time.
I can't go back. I can't.
You're not back.
see
I
the
wasn't there,
doctors.
so obviously it's not happening.
You see the doctor's heading over to one of the like medicine cabinets. He's grabbing some type of pills. You can hear when the bottle shakes. He closes it and he looks to be heading over towards Snow.
I sort of like weigh them as feel like make like a crossing gesture across my neck, like and walk over to him to take the pills from him.
Yeah, well, he picked up on the gesture already. He saw you trying to comfort, and so seeing you go like and not knowing any of you, besides Gunner a little bit, he takes the hand. If you want to take the pills out of his hand, you still can. But you notice he catches on and stops.
Yeah, I would like take the pills and then bring them over to her.
Give me those pills. I need them.
I'm assuming that they were meant for her.
Well, we're all having
Because
a
I'm
bad
giving
fucking
them to
day.
her.
He looks over towards you since you have the pills in your hand. He's like, these pills would just slow her metabolism down a little bit. She seemed to be panicking. I don't want to have to deal with a heart attack or anything tonight. There's just slow the metabolism down. Some deep breaths. Whatever communication you're doing, maybe it'll help cure it.
Oh, come on!
Oh
I
no!
rolled for medicine and got another nat 1. And I've been switching die. This is the fourth D20 I've gone through.
Damn.
So, a 5 medicine to administer the captain the pills to help calm her nerves.
I mean, she's not really going to be trying to fight it at this point since she's calmed down enough. During that last series, I rolled a 17. So.
That's all we need to do. I could have just sedated her.
Yeah, and that's ultimately the goal he's going for. He's just trying to like suppress things. He's trying to make you just calm down a bit. What he's giving you, it is a drug. It's not like addictive type drug where I'll have you make rolls for it. I did do that with a previous group. Yeah, it got bad. They got an addiction, and that led to the death of the character. That was technically my second Starfinder kill. Let's not go there.
Wow.
The first one was to a door. Anyway, it is a drug that he's giving you to just kind of like help calm you down, and try to help out.
Yeah, like I said, she isn't gonna fight it with a toner, like offering it to her.
And me booping.
Take your medicine.
Boop. Boop.
What's funny is the doctor's like, oh, worried about her having a heart attack. It's more along the lines of, her drone has a heavy Gatling gun laser rifle. So...
Making sure that thing doesn't go off by slapping the cap.
With the nat 1, I'm just going to say that a toner gives her a dosage fit for a Vesk instead of a Blanca.
Great.
Yeah.
I think
2 weeks.
I think
I'm totally zoned out now.
I think you need like 12 of these.
I rolled a
No.
19 plus my 16 for like the medicine life science. So it's like she would take the appropriate amount.
Yeah, you'll offer 12 and she'll take like 3 from your hand.
Yep.
And then just like close the hand being like, no.
Because yeah, she's medically trained. So.
Are you back to normal?
She's clearly not up for talking. She just kind of nods, taking the pills, and just
Cool, great.
sitting
I'm going to
there.
leave a toner with you. I got shit to deal with. And I walk out.
Maybe.
Can you repeat that last bit?
Me?
Yeah.
Said, cool, I'm going to leave you with a toner. I got shit to deal with. And I walk out.
Maybe it'd be best if you all got a good night's rest. You're welcome to stay here if you'd like. I know not many people are into sleeping at a temple, but the offer's there.
Snow would look at the living quarters or bed first before deciding.
Oh, thank God.
Turn on a purple light.
I just made my own personal will save. Nat 20.
Nice.
It was going to be to see if he just like downs the pills that are in his hand.
Not
the
today,
handful.
toner. You're better than this.
Yeah, so he just got a 26 on that will save. He's like puts the pills back in the bottle and hands them back to the doctor.
Alright, he had a drug addiction problem.
All right.
That was why I had to point that out.
All right, well, you guys had to make that decision. One question I need to know: what do I know about getting outed out of the Bounty Hunters League? Is it like a John Wick situation or a Burn Notice situation? I need to know which one to do. Know what I need to do.
The bounty hunting business is a very permanent thing that sticks with you. If you are out of it, it's usually not good. It's usually some cause behind it. Since you tried to log onto the database and nothing's coming up, and you don't seem to have access for it, it just looks real grim right now.
But could I figure out, would I know if I now have a bounty on me because I've become like an enemy to the cause, or is it more that I am now out of the league and no one will associate with me because of it?
You feel like, gotta word this very carefully. You feel like there is a chance you could have a bounty on you. That having a bounty, regardless of whatever reputation you built up to this point, would shatter that for you. Any records, any personal records, anything like that that you kept in the system would be null and void if a bounty was placed on you. That's what you kind of have a belief to what this could be. This is kind of resembling that more than the other bad option to get outed in a bounty hunters league.
Okay.
Is that a good way to answer it without
it's a kind. I mean, from what I'm picking up on, is that it depends on who outed me, and then to the degree, I guess, of what I violated. All right, I'm not 100% sure because I need to figure out if I have a bounty on me. I need to know.
I need to word it to you without making it like yes or no.
Because I know that there's bounty boards. We've done that in the past.
And even Snow was able to access the bounty boards.
Yeah, but you're also not in the talkative mood, so I need to go and figure out this shit for myself right now. And being that my bigness signifier is my mask, fuck.
Take it off. Take it off.
You do not. This is a very big moment for Gunner. Do not make a joke out of taking off this mask. Except for as soon as he takes it off, hair like Fabio.
We'll get him a new mask.
He doesn't want a new mask.
He-
All right, so
He perfectly smelled up the old one. He doesn't want to get a new one now.
exactly, I don't want a new mask smell that lasts there for weeks. Okay.
It's the short version is I can't make it like a yes no. It's easy. It's easy to figure out what's going on. I have to have it a little bit of mystery because I feel like that's what will drive your character. If he certainly knows what it is, the drive isn't fully there. If he has to figure it out using his bounty hunting skills, that's another
Okay.
story.
So
That's the only reason I haven't actually given you the answer.
no, it's fine. I understand the mechanic behind it. Okay, so fuck. So fuck. All right. Fuck me, God. Ugh. Brent's really putting me between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yep. Got to make you look forward to it every week.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Fuck me. Okay. So in going to grab stuff, because of knowing that I've been outed, I would have also grabbed a duffel bag, sort of like a fucking like a bug out bag. And he is going to find the nearest darkest alley, make sure no one is watching, and take off his mask and put it into the bag, and then cover his face with his cloak hood and a bandana, and then make his way to the closest bounty board to see of new updates and what's, because I'm assuming when a bounty hunter is ousted and gets a bounty put on there, he's like at the top of the list because that's a liability.
Okay. I guess just give me a perception check just to see if or I guess I don't want to do stealth. I'll just say it
Profession.
happens. You going in the hallway and doing that whole thing, I'll say no one spots you. People
Okay.
funner things to do on a right after a concert than be creeps and
Yeah, everyone's a little wasted. Everyone's still off the high. I guess should I do profession for the bounty board? Although, like I said, I'd probably be one of the top ones, being if there was one.
when you head over to the when you head over to the bounty boards, you get a couple like odd looks. People just kind of looking at you and just whatever, like bounce it off. When you go take a look, Gunner's not listed on the bounty boards. However, towards the top, Grammar.
You mean Grammar?
Grammar.
Brendan, what the fuck, bro? Bro, what the fuck?
Love you.
And okay, cool. So what does it say about Grammar?
For murder.
How much?
I'll type that number right here.
You're not supposed to know, Blake. So just chill, bro.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like from back before I joined.
I'm a little insulted.
And something that hasn't really been brought up before.
Yeah, it's not millionaire status, but it's up.
Is there like a more information tab I can get?
Would you like to know more?
Pretty much.
When you try to look more into it, there's just other guys and like, oh, this new guy over here is trying to pick up on this bounty that just recently got placed up. It'd be a shame if it got sniped from you.
I'm not even paying attention to them. I'm just accessing the information so I can read it.
Okay. As you try to pry for more information, you are seeing that there are other eyes like beginning to glare onto that as well. The person who placed your bounty is going by an anonymous name. The bounty was placed, quote unquote, for murder. It was placed actually around the time where your face would have been seen during the concert.
You mean when I had a mask on?
You went onto the stage with Joberon?
Yeah, but I had my mask on the whole time.
Right.
Okay.
Once your character's presence was spotted with drones focused on the stage, was around the same time it looks like this bounty was placed. Or maybe like shortly afterwards.
They knew who you were behind the mask.
I'm worried because he's silent.
have ideas, but Gunnar probably doesn't. But he's definitely having a mild panic attack right now.
Yay, panic attacks for everyone.
Yay, panic party. Panic space furries.
This episode's gonna be Panic Party.
Okay. Would I be able to save all the data onto my com?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take all the data so I can look at it over, and then I'm going to leave and find the nearest entrance to the lower levels of Absalon Station.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I want to see what the rest of the party is up to.
Mm-hmm.
And I said Snow's gonna take a look at the how the sleeping arrangements is before she decides if she's going to sleep there or probably back at her office and yeah.
It doesn't look like it would be comfortable sleeping here.
Doesn't look
with
anything
the
like
how
a
the,
medical at all in any shape or form.
it doesn't look like it looks like church benches. I can't think of the actual word for it, but like church
Pews.
benches. Pews, there we go.
Mm.
But it doesn't look. Stop laughing at me. I'm being laughed at back here. I know. I want to talk about it. Anyway.
I want to talk about it. I'm just hurting my friends.
Yeah, in that case, she would decide to sleep in her office. Her office chair is probably more comfortable than some pews.
Okay. The rest of the party?
And also, Snow is going to remember seeing that Gunnar is cut off, so she might end up contacting her old captain.
Okay. I'm going to check in with everyone else real quick.
Do each of us have keys to get onto the ship?
It currently is no ship.
The two ships are being put in for the one.
And all everyone knows is to take all your stuff off. The ship is being retrofitted.
Then I guess I'm sleeping on the pew.
If it helps, if you want to lay under the pews, you could use those little knee cushions as a pillow.
And I hope you know that, like, renting a room at, like, a hotel or something isn't that expensive.
Yeah, it's only like, what, 50 creds?
Something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not very expensive.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Which actually, I'll look up the actual thing right now.
Myself a comfy room.
Okay, because I have 200 creds, so I could do that.
Equipment.
Snow's being cheap because she actually has an office on Absalon Station, so...
Lodgings. An efficiency suite is 3 per night. A sleeping pod is 1 per night. A suite with 1 to 2 beds is 5 per night, and a suite with 3 to 4 beds is 10 per night.
So
per bed.
It's even cheaper than...
So you could literally just get one of those sleeping pods like they have in Japan for a night for 1 cred.
Okay, could you type those into the Roll20?
I have this in the link
Okay.
because I'm getting it off of that website. So.
Oh, the Nethys.
You can't drag select?
No, because it's one of those menus that's a little messed up, so it'll come out really bad. It's where just people look at it.
And I look over to a toner. I'm like, you want
to get a room together?
Well, yeah. I'm like, want to share a room so it'd be cheaper for both of us.
He was planning on going efficiency, which, okay, does say it can hold 1 or 2 people. So yeah, she can.
I was planning on getting a suite, so I get 2-bed suite.
Oh yeah, he's just going for a basic efficiency room.
Yeah, that sounds like a toner.
Yeah. Military life makes sure that way.
He's a bit too big for a pod.
Or at least an average pod.
Yeah. The Pod XL.
Okay.
Like when you have to buy multiple seats on an airline.
I thought I'd offer so you have a nice comfy bed.
Oh, the efficiency room comes with a bed. It's one of those cool fold-out ones that come out of the wall.
Well, I was planning on getting a suite with 2 beds if you were wanting to share.
Get a
What the
roomie,
hey?
a couple of love bugs.
It's probably safer that way.
There's 2 beds, but we'll only need 1.
No.
I know. We already saw how that kind of storyline goes down with a toner.
And plus, it might come in handy to keep an eye on each other with the issues that were happening right now.
I mean, that kind of story actually went better for a toner than it did for Snow.
Better than me.
If a toner is going to do any sort of romance thing, he needs a lot of his own personal demons to get through first.
There's no romance about it. It's just
Go ahead.
sharing a room. That is it. All
So,
platonic.
5.
Yeah, 5
both
creds
of
from
you.
each.
So both sharing a room. Snow is going to head back to the Starfinder Society office.
Yep. And while there, before she passes out, she is going to try to get back in touch with her old captain.
Perception check for Snow.
So how much would it cost to buy a fruit basket and have it delivered?
It's a 30.
That's a before dealing with the 30. I've never had that asked of me before. Let's say it's like 5 credits. Yeah.
Okay, because he would do that and have it sent to his therapist along with a note explaining what happened.
I'm sorry, I had an affliction.
Yeah, like apologizing for what happened and letting her know that he's apparently come down with a case of, what was it called again?
I think I had it as
Rhetoric, something or other.
neurotic affliction, or
Yeah, I think that was what you said.
Rhetoric, yeah, rhetoric affliction.
rhetoric. There we go.
Yeah, so he'll like write a note and then like put it with the fruit basket and have it sent to her office, and like just be like, you may not hear from me until I can get this sorted out to avoid what happened last time, and I'm sorry for what happened. I understand if you don't want me as a client anymore.
Oh, unfortunately, the note is written with the affliction too.
That's just mean.
I know. That would be terrible.
That
And
is
also
having
completely
real heart.
unfeasible, being that I'm able to text and do it.
You just need to have a verbal agreement that these are the words you're saying.
Are you sure you want this? Mm-hmm. I need you to say yes.
Okay, so you had going back to that check. It was a 30 perception. I had Snow make a perception check, and I
Yeah, it was a
said
30.
before I resolved that it was a 30. So with a 30, you come back to your part of the office. Everything from going towards your office, everything looks placed the same. However, when you go back Your chair looks like it was like swiveled to the side. Your computer keyboard is like slightly off from where you last left it, and placed on your chair looks to be like a tablet or some like a fusion of like a tablet with a comm unit on it.
Fuck. And Snow's gonna have Jubilee watch the door, like locked and loaded, and she's going to check out that tablet.
Okay.
Hello, Austin Powers.
Mm.
It's I, Dr. Meevil.
So when you take a look over towards it, I'm gonna just scrap that. When you take a look at this tablet, the tablet looks to be powered off. When you place your hand like on it to pick it up, you see around where your fingerprints would be on any part of the device, they glow like a whitish reddish color on it, and the tablet itself cuts on and says "Greetings, Snow" on it. Um, it looks as if though the tablet itself you would need to hack through a firewall to access anything beyond the greeting snow part.
Well, I guess this is the game I'm playing.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
And she's actually going to put it down and access her computer on the desk.
Okay. Um. So you place it. Are you gonna sit in the chair? You're just gonna place it on the floor.
You know, put it on the desk, sit in the chair, and access the computer on the desk.
Okay.
She's like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I have other things I need to deal with.
You go to your computer. The computer itself, however you last left it, it seems to be like that. Although the keyboard looks like slightly pushed to the side from where you last left it, it doesn't look like nothing was accessed. It's still it's powered on. It still asks for your password. After you type in your password,
She's gonna mutter
it looks.
out loud. At least I'm not a. At least I don't have OCD.
Yeah. That'd be terrible.
Anyways.
But yeah, your computer's up and running.
And she's gonna get in touch with her old captain.
You reach out to your old captain. It takes a little bit of a while, but on the other end, it's answered, and they say, "Yes,
Captain,
late.
it's Spectre.
Hey, it's real late though."
It's 3 a.m.
It is real late. Listen, I have a issue that's been happening with a friend. He goes by the name of Gunner.
Hey, what's my glasses? All right, what's going on?
I need some information if he's being hunted or how he ended up getting kicked from being a bounty hunter.
Well, that's gonna we'll have to load up damn computer. All right, just give me a minute. I'm still getting out. All right, one. You hear computer booting up on his end, things like that. He looks to be going on to his computer, clickety clack, typing in passwords, things like that. Just like, all right, let's see what I can find out here. You said you're looking for information on Gunner.
Yes, she's gonna bring up a picture, pretty much saved of like a full-on picture of him from her memory bank, and just send it over to him. So he has a visual profile of what he looks like.
Takes a look, like, oh, that one. Hmm. Oh, looks like his information went AWOL. He's not a part of the system anymore. Let me
Is
see
is he
some
in
things real.
trouble?
Well, I mean, he would only be in trouble if he broke the code of the bounty hunter's code. Let me see. It looks like this all happened today, actually. Well,
Hmm.
it looks like this all happened just several hours ago. A report was placed on Gunner stating that several bounties turned in were not the correct members. It looks almost to be like a list of things here.
Incorrect bounties.
Yeah. It looks like provided incorrect bounties. Um, Someone put to go with this information that he's broken several laws, that he disobeyed orders, and put in very bold is that Gunner killed civilians.
Interesting.
And it looks like
Well, I
he's
told
like,
you.
this file. He's just like, this is me trying to dig for information. It's a little tough.
Oh,
But
is that
it
the egg
takes
one?
That's the Fudomaki, yeah.
Looks like they got onions and scallions in there.
No.
Oh. Yeah, man, that's one. I told you to check.
Sorry.
So you're having difficulty pulling information up, and it just seems to be tallying up even worse.
it seems as I'm pulling up information that I'm reading to you. When I try to search up more, that information's being deleted as I'm speaking to you.
Interesting.
I mean, dude, you have evidence here. Can you deny that this is all true?
I need to look more into it, but I will actually give you a tip that you could put on the board if you wish for anyone who wants to search for him. He is heading towards the fringe of space, towards Veskin controlled territory, trying to flee.
Hmm. And I'm assuming this is a friend of yours by the fact that your visuals look so close, like you were
He
directly next.
he was a crew member.
I'm sorry to hear that. Times like this is tough when you have a situation like this. It looks like he's worked for us for a long time. That's very unusual behavior.
Things happen in space. But yeah, if you could post that information out for any hunters looking for him, I would appreciate it. I gave up being a bounty hunter myself. I finally made it into the Starfinder Society.
Oh yeah, you told me about that a while ago. You wanted to do that to
Frenzy and I were gonna
now.
Frenzy and I were gonna do it, but
Yeah. Well, I can look more into it, but I'm having a hard time finding it now. As I mentioned, things are slowly being wiped from
yeah, if you
the
find any
base.
new information, you could tell me, and like I said, you could send out that information to anyone else.
Well, from what I'm seeing, there's no gunner on the bounty board, but there are several new entries that came in. Supposed to be several different sources pointing out several different people.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'll be looking into this as well. I would appreciate any further information, and I will bid you a good night, and I hope you get some sleep.
Oh, I hope you enjoy sleep and just know that times do get tough. I'm still always a call away. I just still, I'm getting tired.
Of course, Captain, and I hope business has been good for you.
Well, it's been a spike of things lately, but it's well. A conversation we'll have at another time.
Yeah, we could maybe share a drink then.
That sounds pretty nice.
Good night. And she hangs up.
Have a good night. Click.
And she's gonna immediately send all the information to Gunner that she just got from the captain.
Click. The silence is scary.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hey.
you missed so much.
I know. I had some stuff to work out.
I had to play your character for a moment, and some stuff
That's
happened.
fine.
You did
If-
surgery on
He-
Ron's brain.
He played you
What?
for a moment, then I played you for a moment. You did some surgery.
I did some surgery.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
When did I learn how to do
birthday
to
you.
Oh, that was a whole mess that you missed.
Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Brought me some cake.
That was great.
Mm.
That was great. You did surgery. I did surgery. Happy birthday. The timing was so good.
Havoc can do a little surgery as a treat.
Happy birthday, you did the surgeries.
But yeah,
When
Snow
did I learn
sent
how to do surgery?
the information to Gunner, as well as told him that she just sent the bounty hunters looking on the fringes of space for him.
And also, now that Madison is here, do you want to play me now, or do you want to have Madison do something?
Um.
Go ahead and do Gunner.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we'll cut over to Gunner at this point. There's nothing else that Snow's trying to worry about right
She's probably gonna try to fall asleep and then maybe work on the tablet in the morning.
now. Okay. So I'll leave that at that. Gunner, we pan back to you.
So I'm heading into the much more seedier underbelly of the of Absalon Station in the search for someone who perhaps is in the market of selling things from the Shadow Plane.
Okay. Oh, give me
Survival?
sure. Give me survival.
Okay. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so 33.
It's easy to spot people with like these. Everyone claiming, "Oh, I got these devices that are not from this world," and things like that. You've grown. Well, I'm sorry, being a bounty hunter, you've heard this time and time again. So actually taking the time to go to these different shops and look for unique type items, you spot two shops that have like these items that look just a little odd, but they are both like a distance apart from each other. So if you were to conduct business at one, you don't feel like it would track you back to that one. Does that make sense? Like
So
if you were to
basically, the other market wouldn't know that I went to the other market.
correct, yes.
Okay. then I will. I mean, is one closer than the other?
The first one that you would pass, I didn't make a name for it, but it has like an odd looking staff that has this like translucent light coming out of it on like every 1/3 part of the staff. It looks to be infused with something to it. With the other one, it looks to be in a form of a gun where the component pieces made into it. It looks like some really odd component pieces. The one with the staff would be the closest one to you.
Okay, then I guess I'll go over to the staff one.
So you come over, Yazaki, cellar is placed in front of you. He hops on top of the table. Hey, what brings you over to here this late?
I'm looking for something from the shadow plane.
From the shadow plane. He takes a look over. He sees the staff. The staff is a purple color. It has bits of translucent blue and green kind of emanating out of it. He takes a look over to you. With his back turning, like, that would probably be the closest thing. The person that sold it to me claimed that they got it from another plane. It could be the shadow plane. I won't lie to you. You look like you're going through like a bit of a hard time, and business is okay for me right now. I just want to be honest with you. I don't know if this is one of those things, but I'm selling it.
Mind if I hold it real quick?
It feels light to you when you pick it up, but you're not really picking an aura from it. You're not feeling any type of like affection towards keeping this thing. It feels almost like a stick that you would throw for like a dog and wait.
And nothing like sort of affecting me. Like basically, I would be looking for the same effects I felt like on Elysium, and I'm not getting that from this stick.
Yeah, you're not getting that. Additionally, I forgot when you talk, it works differently. But we'll
Yeah,
just
I mean,
say
I would be texting this.
yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that effect from it.
Well, I'm gonna put it down and then type in. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, it's probably not from the shadow plane, but I appreciate you allowing me to check it.
Hey, that's no problem. Just if you ever need any goods like this, you know where to come find me. Hey, you hear?
I will keep you in mind the next time I need anything else. Thank you. And I make my way toward the other store.
Okay. You head over towards the other one. This one has a Sheeran. He looks to just be like a collector of sorts. You see different things from like odd shaped abacuses, different types of guns, hourglasses placed at one part. Like he just has really odd items that he's selling. Uh, when you head to him, he kind of just flips over one of the hourglass, and you see as the sand goes from the top one towards the bottom, it starts as sand, but as it falls into the other one, it looks to be like water or some type of liquid.
Hmm.
It says, "Hey, what brings you over to this part this late at night?"
Now,
Almost
is he talking or is he telepathying?
telepathy.
Okay, cool. Means I can actually talk. I'm looking for something from the shadow plane. You got anything in your store?
Do you have wares?
He does the same type of reaction as the other one. Like takes a glimpse around, looks over, and he's like, sadly, most of these items that I've collected, I don't think any of them do. But if so, it would be this weird gun right here. And he shows it over to you. It has several odd buttons on the side of it. And when he presses the one button on its side, the gun shifts into like this pin like device in his hand. And he says, this thing apparently looks like it has a lot of functions. I'm still trying to figure it out.
May I hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, and now with that, Being a pretty good judge of guns, would I be able to figure out all the different functions, or at least know before doing any of the buttons?
Not at a first glance. Not placing it in your hand. It doesn't. It has the weight of a gun, but you watch this thing transmutate into something else in front of your eyes. It would
Okay.
take a bit of time, like messing with it, to kind of figure out all it could be capable
If
of.
I stare down the barrel, I should be able to get to the bottom of this.
God.
And do I feel how I felt on Epsilon or Elysium?
Sadly, you don't have the same feeling that you got from New Elysium.
Damn it. Okay, so being that's the case, can I mess with the gun just to see the different functions, like by actually pressing the things? Because originally I was going to hold out on doing it in front of him. That way, if I needed to buy it, I could be like, oh, well, I got to figure this thing out. But now maybe I can sweeten him a little by helping him understand what this gun actually does.
Sure. So you start to just kind of like just glance at it and kind of flip it to different things, and he presses one of the buttons. It's like, so it looks like this thing has some like taser like action, and he points at a button for you to press, and you see like it resembles like a taser. He says he flips it over in your hand. He's like, and when I press this button, it looks like it's some like type of baton type item. And it turns into like just a decent sized baton. And he's like, but just there's so many different buttons, and some of these buttons, the functions don't work.
Would I be able to do a roll to try and figure out those ones that he thinks don't work, but maybe he's just not picking up on what they do?
Sure. Let me.
I think that would be in engineering.
Yeah, give me
Well,
engineering.
that's not something I have, so we're not doing that.
Try it.
I mean, it's a 15 straight then.
So if a 15, you look at it, and it's this whatever this thing is, you feel like maybe you are not proficient. Whatever this is, it looks to be, although it is a weapon, it looks like it has more tool-like things it would work for.
Okay. I'm going to give the gun back to him, say, I appreciate it, and fortunately, as far as I can tell, this probably isn't what I'm looking for from the Shadow Realm, but I appreciate your help in this.
He's like, oh, well, damn. This thing's put me in some type of screwdriver. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for trying to help me find out what this could all do.
Yeah, screwdrivers are
you-
good drinks.
I may not have watched something sci-fi before this. But you good luck finding that item that you're looking for.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Too. What would you like to do?
It's probably about now when you get the information from Snow.
Probably.
Oh yeah, Mads, Gunner is maskless at the moment.
Yeah, I actually took off my mask.
And hasn't returned to the party yet, so none of us see him without his mask yet.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's going Kakashi style with a mask, with another mask on. But
And the bandana.
Yeah, I have like a bandana and my hood. You never know. You're not there. You can't tell.
I know.
Who knows? Maybe he is. I did make a joke that as soon as I take it off, like Fabio hair just spoofs out.
Oh God, I love it.
All right. Being that I couldn't find anything, I'm going to find a sleeper pod. Probably one as far away from crowds and closest to an exit as I can.
Okay.
And yeah, just put on my mask again and go to sleep.
Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna switch over to Havoc. A lot's happened.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Take a second. I'm just biting into some food. Okay. So the start of today's session happened with 3 party members laying on like a medical bed, and 3 other party members working, not working, but dressed in these garbs, this gold, black, and white colored garbs on them. You was one of the people in the garbs, as well as Kalani and a toner. The other 3 laying on the beds, and there was this um, shadowy person, I should say, really, but shadowy person, speaking towards all 6 of you, and just giving these commands for you 3 to follow, with scapulating into your allies. When I played your character, I had you go through with the action, because there was some data there that I feel the party needed to take in. So you scaffold into Jobran, and as you scaffold into Jobran, you felt this like euphoric satisfaction, like everything you could want in the world, you got in that exact moment that you cut
Oh.
into Joe's cranium.
Until
And,
Snow
Oh.
hacked into your body and took control over it.
and on Jobran's end, although Jobran's end, his eyes were closed and everything, even though you was cutting into Jobran was smiling.
What the fuck?
It was at that Snow hacked into you and had you throw the scalpel at the um, ghost scientist that I've been calling teacher at this point. The scalpel went right through it. You looked over, a toner made an attempt with claws. That was unsuccessful as well. And then the lights dim black. And another piece of information that I meant to say, and I should have said it earlier, is that placed into all 6 of you were these wires that were like implanted into your brain, where the wires went all the way up to a ceiling, where a mass amount of wires were placed. When you cut into Joberon, it was as if like little bits of data went through it. These little lights went through the wire until it couldn't be seen where it was going.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Can
when
I
Joe, we should tell him to
can I
take his
throw my thrust at it?
Because Havoc went through with the action, the teacher complimented Havoc on it, saying like, "There's so much I have to teach you." Because the other 2 disobeyed the action, and because everyone on the bed, whoever tried to break out, wasn't able to break out, they all took electricity damage and was shocked. And it kind of continued to happen until the teacher got mind thrusted by Kalani, and then out of nowhere, like a bright light kind of almost blinding all of you happened, and you were back in the doctor's office, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, all of you were out for like 5 minutes. It all happened at the same time. It was weird, but everyone that took damage, the damage was still applied."
Oh.
So yeah, we're playing off of that. That happened. Some questions was asked. Um, some questions were answered. Some more questions are still need to be figured out. But the rest of the party is left the doctor. Doctor's going to do what he can help out. He said he needs something that, like, you gave him a computer. The computer was made from Absalon Station. He needs something that was made from the Shadow Plane to find out how to counteract the effect on all of you.
Oh.
Thus, Gunner looking around for an item that had like a shadow plane effect.
Yeah, I really wish I had with that orb.
Or
That would've been
destroyed
perfect.
that one thing that we thought could have been controlling Gunner.
Mm.
They got rid of it for a good reason.
Trying to tell people that maybe we should get a sample so we can study it and get preventative measures in the future. But no, everyone wants to just destroy everything.
And destroyed so no one else could use it as a weapon.
Also
What if
says the
someone
person
does
who
use it
goes
as a weapon and
nuclear
we know how to
every
calculate
battle
it?
at least once. I'm so sorry that we can't all go nuclear.
I mean, Snow did until she got rid of her fighter.
Now we're all alone. We got no more nukes. Except for
Oh.
our walking lizard.
Super important. Snow had a breakdown again because
Oh, yeah.
Operation
Yep.
Eagle being tied up. Yeah, that was a super important thing.
Oh.
Yeah, being
so
tied up on a medical bench. Yeah, she had a bit of a freak out.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
we're playing the aftermath of all that.
Don't worry, I slapped her. It's fine.
We're,
That doesn't make anything better.
I don't know. Toner was cheering me on. And then also tried to make her overdose.
Oh.
Yeah, he did nearly make her overdose, but she was actually smart enough to grab the appropriate amount of meds.
Because he was giving her the
Yeah, I
amount
rolled
of
a nat
Vex
one
would
on
need,
medicine,
not
I
of
was like-
Flockin.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I rolled nat 1 on medicine, so I was like, here's some medicine, gave her a Vesk dosage.
You see what happens when you're not here?
I'm sorry, I was dealing with some heavy stuff.
I know. I'm just messing you,
it's
Vito.
this season. It's
Yeah, we're
Oh,
not going
like
to judge
four
you on
nat
taking
ones
care of
tonight.
things.
But yeah, this is where I come back to you. Everyone else is pretty much wrapping it up for tonight and just dealing with everything that just happened and taking it all in. I didn't know if there was anything you want to do or just
Brandon,
start.
as a little footnote, Snow's gonna have Jubilee pretty much gun at the door the entire night.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, that's what my gun's pointing out. It's right at the entrance of the sleeping pod.
I mean, defense turret, might as well use it.
I am my defense turret.
Is there anything Havoc will like to do before the night comes to an end and the next day starts?
She is, I assume, wait, are all the sleeping pods where everyone else is?
I'm in the sleeping pod. Jen's at the Starfinder Society, and Kalani and a Toner are in a suite.
They got a room together. It's very sweet.
I saw what you did there.
Oh, no.
Ba-da-ba.
The sweet.
What's it called?
I'm going to the club.
Havoc's gonna be really fucked up from that. So she's probably just gonna stay in the ship and not do anything.
The ship's not there anymore.
Oh,
That's why we got a hotel.
Yeah,
Because
there's
the
no
ship-
ship to go back to right now.
Were you there when we all disembarked from the ship?
I don't think she was.
I don't think she was.
Because Snow ended up telling everyone to get all your stuff off the ship. They're doing renovations on the ships.
I mean, Havoc didn't have anything, so
So yeah, Havoc could either stay at the person's place and basically sleep on a pew, or get a room.
how much is a room?
I already put the information in the chat thing. Basically, I can read them off to you if you need.
It's just under where I put down Panic Party Cannonball.
Efficiency, 3 per night. A sleeping pod is 1 per night. A suite with 1 to 2 beds is 5 per night per bed. And a suite with 3 to 4 is 10 per night per bed.
Credits? Like 5
Credits.
to 10 credits?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
very cheap.
Oh, that's light. Yeah, I'll take a sleeping pod, extremely far away from everyone else, as furthest from any living being that she can find.
Oh, hi, Gunner.
God damn it.
I guess Gunner would recognize Havoc and just be like, please don't recognize me. Please don't recognize me.
Oh god, no. I came here to escape.
She probably wouldn't even notice.
I mean,
She'd just go in the pod and cry.
Oh god, it's one of those people sleeping next to me.
Is this canon now? Is this just canon?
They probably
God
just
damn
got
it.
divorced and they're gonna be crying all night.
Oh god, they probably got dumped or something. Oh, just shut up. I better not be hearing a rhythm of thumping in a few minutes.
Oh.
You know what? She's gonna get some company, Toner.
Not what I was thinking, but okay.
No,
Uh,
that's nasty.
I don't know what people do in sleep pods. Besides
I don't
sleep.
know either.
I've never been in one.
Sleep
Is it
and
as bad as a
eat
hotel?
Cheetos.
Who knows? Only a purple light will tell us.
Oh, oh God. There are layers to that story, much like there are layers in that hotel room. Oh God, I'm going to hell now. Sorry, Brandon.
You're good.
Like, man, totally platonic.
I'm
As
sorry, I didn't
all
hear
of
what you
this,
said. But it sounded like we're gonna kill Sonic. Go ahead, Brendan.
as all the sleeping arrangements are made between party members, at the start of the next day, I need a fort save from everyone.
Mm.
Ooh. Where are my stats?
Yeah, that's Ooh, that's really good. Okay.
Do I have another
25.
disease, Brandon?
Hey, we're twinsies. 25.
25.
Do I have another disease, Brandon?
I got 21.
Do I have space herpes again?
23, we'll take it.
Herpes 2, electric boogaloo.
Oh God.
My God.
Oh god, it got worse. Now they're boogieing.
No. What the
You're my
fuck?
dad. Boogie woogie woogie.
Those shouldn't be boogie woogieing, Gunner.
I'm sorry, but that meme, you are my dad, you're my dad, boogie woogie woogie, has
Oh my
completely
God, I
overwritten.
heard this horrible pickup line today. Hey, I'm looking for a stud. I got the STD. All I need is you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're going to hell.
And I'm broken.
Has happened at least once a session.
It
No.
does.
I was good until just now. Speaking of good until just now, 25, 25, 23, 21, and 18. That's everyone's result.
Yep.
They all fail.
That
Hope not, because that was an 18 on the dice.
was a 17 plus 8, yeah.
So
18 plus 5.
the positive is everyone passed except for one person.
Kalani.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Poor baby.
The
Poor
negative,
baby.
Kalani is the one that did not pass. The positive is I'm going to grant birthday immunity this
Aw.
one time and count it as a success.
You know, I never got a birthday immunity. I think it's time for me to be paid up.
Neither did
Maybe
I.
we forget about me having a bounty. Maybe we forget about the name Grimar.
Only very few people know that.
Only you and me in the real world know that name
Yeah, I'm
and what it's
surprised
reflecting to.
Snow's captain didn't mention that.
Well, why would they think? There's a guy named Gunner, and there's a guy named Gramar. They're two different people.
Different identities.
I mean, she sent the picture that she had of Gunner, so...
Yeah, but probably the Gramar one has my actual face.
You guess
Which, in the world, I should be dead. As far as anyone knew, I was fucking dead.
Yeah, and everyone who could look for you by any other method is now going to be searching Veskin space for you.
So the positive is everyone wakes up not in a worse state than they were the day before. Through the affliction. I can't talk emotions because that night was rough.
Yeah.
But affliction wise, everyone is still where they are currently. It doesn't seem to be worsening. Yeah, worsening. As all of you awake and do whatever morning routine it is when you do.
Grab a cup of coffee, then pick up that tablet.
Okay, I'll start with you then.
Fart and turn over.
Stretches, some sit-ups, and then go for a run.
That does very much sound like Gunner and a toner.
Done.
I'm gonna have to just clip out just this part, and every time I say do your morning routine, just put it on play. Do your morning routine. I
fart and then I turn over.
Turn over. Today's the day that you are getting your ship. It's yesterday was a long day as a whole. With the ship process, it was the whole. It needed to get registered and the whole space license process with Snow.
Yeah.
But I have to deal with that at a later point in time. But today you would be getting your ship. When you do wake up, Snow, it doesn't look like Jubilee has moved at all. Besides doing a surveillance of the area, you see several other people from the Starfinder Society are just spaced a little bit more distant from your office this time around because of the turret.
Yeah, there's kind of a gun turret at their front door, so
No one's asked questions or anything. It's as if they realize that you slept here. They may just assume you're gonna have some hangover or something in the office, so they're not really approaching you or really trying not to get near you. So you have that space.
yeah, she's just gonna kind of play up on that, just kind of drag her feet over to the coffee maker while sending Jubilee to a charging station to hang out and charge up there. And she's gonna go back to her office.
Do so with a little bit above average cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jubilee's off to the side charging. You're at your desk. Still, no one really wants to approach you. There was a quick hi when you was getting coffee, and that was it.
And she's gonna pick up the tablet and see if she could try to hack into it.
Okay. Give me computers or engineering. Give me either computers or.
They're the same number for me, so. All right, that's a 16 plus 19.
Good enough. So after you unlock it, I need you to make a perception check.
Damn it, it's only 26.
So with a 26, you hack into it, and immediately hacking into this tablet in front of you, you see what looks to be your badge that even has snow written on it. And from there, it looks like it goes through like a whole bunch of pictures at an exceedingly fast rate, like a quick flip book, just a millisecond, like something that you got to be aware to see, like look at it and know what's going on.
Oh no, it's your timeline.
You're gonna try to, it's gonna happen really quickly. And with your 26, when you do spot that this is your badge, everything else is gonna happen like at a quick like flicker of a second, flicker of a second, flicker of a second.
Well, she's gonna be trying to record it as best she can using the AI Cortex. See if she could try to play it back later.
Okay. You try to just record this so that way you can have moments to kind of look at it like frame by frame later, right?
Yep.
Give me a engineering.
That's a 30.
With a 30, you want to know the good news or the bad news? I'll put it.
Oh,
I guess the bad news.
Sure.
You're dead.
I mean, gotta hear it eventually.
Okay. So with
all
a
been
30,
dream.
as images flicker of what you are putting together, just things, information that you still didn't know about you, or pictures of things that you've done, as if someone took these pictures prior. As this application is running for these pictures to go through frame by frame, another application is activated to detonate this tablet within 5 seconds, giving you the choice of letting you see the images and record it and deal with the detonation, or discarding the tablet within a 6-second time period. The choice is yours. That was a good and a bad news.
Gunner, even or odd?
Oh,
Oh, I'm an odd man.
God, man.
you
She holds
sure
on.
are. No, I'm
She
joking.
holds on to the tablet.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Mm.
Gunner snipes the tablet out of her hands from across the window.
Okay.
I got you.
There's a quick display of 17 photos, and on the 17th photo, the application pauses for a brief millisecond, and the tablet in front of you detonates and explodes. I want to say, because you chose to record it, now at any point in time during the campaign, you can just like, I pull up that recording and analyze
Yeah.
things of that nature. So, okay, let me look at it. This is a
And,
reflex save.
Can I also say that I activated the energy shield at the same time?
Okay, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, so that's an extra 13 hit points that would be deducted.
Reflex save.
24 on reflex.
So this is going to be halved for 23 points of fire damage as this
Oh,
tablet
Jesus.
detonates. You were at your
Yes.
desk next to your computer, right?
Yeah. It's 10 damage to me, and the room is probably wrecked.
Yeah. The computer directly next to you detonates and catches fire, and just explosions kind of react from that, just from the different computers in the room. People kind of begin to glance and look over towards you, and just there's smoke now in there, and they're trying to evacuate the building at this point. But you did manage to get the 17 slides, which I will, towards the end of the session, I'll put it in full detail.
Yeah.
Just to keep the session rolling and get everyone else making actions and doing things.
And I could just see it as Snow's looking through as brief, as long as she can. Once she knows that it's at the end, she brings up her shield, keeping it in front of her since it's like a light shield, and just boom.
That was very Iron Man-esque of you. All right, I got to do this. Okay, so yeah, that happens. The rest of the party's unaware because no one else stayed near you.
Though I'm sure Kalani will probably hear about a bombing in the Starfinder Society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd probably be on all the monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that we'd probably all head for it.
So I'll say by the time this reaches Kalani did schedule to meet up with Ami and Yumi and just begin to do that process. I want to make sure that's knocked out so I can say I've resolved it. So Kalani, I guess give me a medicine check.
Mm-hmm. Nat 20.
Hot.
Not 20 with medicine. That would be a 32.
Okay. I'm gonna count this as the whole experience. You go again to check the guards and to check both of the entertainers and everyone that's part of that group of people. The guards didn't seem to have anything, any signs of some type of infection or disease or sickness or anything like that. It's still just the one entertainer that you're seeing after you analyze and do a physical check
Right.
with your body. So they all just kind of step out the way and just see what you're going to do. One of them grabs just some type of merch. Is look, I don't I don't really get paid that much to give you a cash reward, but I could give you some merch, and later down the line maybe we could do something to repay you for helping us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Consider
I,
this
I actually had fun. That was definitely an experience.
that is all that matters, and we're glad to hear that you had a good time. The show was a hit last night. You did very well. They step away from you to just let you do any procedures that you need to take to help, and the rest of the guards just continue to grab their gear because they still have 2 more shows left for their tour. So they're starting to load up their ship and stuff like that. Is there anything else with the entertainers that you wanted to try to accomplish before they also go to?
I basically just give them my contact info on how to reach me through my comm unit or whatever. Just keep me updated on the situation and everything, and just keep an eye out for these type of symptoms, and that if anything comes up, just let me know, type thing.
They
Basically, keep in touch.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically to keep in touch and make sure that everybody's doing okay. wherever they're heading off to next.
They both exchange their contact info with you. They start from the obvious things or icons, so just social media presence, and then like actual number that you could contact them with. Ami, being more of like the expressionate person, goes to hug you immediately. Has no symptoms or no signs. Yumi just is like from a distance, like, oh, just thank you. Like flicker hand wave, and said, definitely should do another performance again sometime. Um, and they begin to just gather their things as well. And
Ask
so,
anything from the shadow realm.
I doubt they would have anything from the Shadow Realm. That would be really weird.
You don't know. You don't know if you got that disease.
they gathered their belongings. They start to head back towards the hangar bay, I guess you would say. And at this point, they're out of your line of sight. Around this time, you get the information. You, as well as the rest of the party members, get the information about a bomb going off over at the Starfinder Society.
Ah, crap. I start hightailing it over that way.
When Gunnar woke up, was there anything Gunnar was trying to do specific?
No, just keeping his mask on, putting up his hood, and just sort of making his way back to topside, and then probably saw the report and is like, oh, fucking snow. And I start jetting toward the Starfinder Society.
Okay. You head that way. Anything would have it?
She's pretty much just going to be practically catatonic until she sees the thing, and then she kind of, almost by instinct, just kind of goes over there.
Anything with a donor?
Oh, I wish I could go to the Starfire Society, but I gotta finish these reps.
She also puts on a hood and her mask.
Yeah, as soon as a toner gets the news about the Starfinder Society, he'd like head back to the suite, get changed, and then head over.
Toner, as you were heading over in that direction, you get a message. Toner, thank you for the fruit basket and the lovely letter. I don't know what was wrong fully with you yesterday, but I appreciate the small effort you put to making my day today. Sign. Did we give her a name?
Oh no! I think I know who she is.
I did not give her a name. I just called her the Doc.
Sign the Doc.
Oh,
First
I thought
name
this
the,
was
last name Doc.
She is Lashunta, though. But as for an actual name, I never came up with an actual name.
I wasn't sure. I was just like right in the moment right now. You get a message from insert name here. But yeah, you get that message before you head over to the Starfinder Society.
You know, the evacuations of the building, Snow's probably one of the last ones to leave. And she's just coughing out smoke and like flipping at her ears.
As soon as you step outward, they're like, "Good. Looks like you told them that your name is Snow, right?"
Yeah, I mean, they would probably already know me.
because when you first met them, it was Jubilee. But when
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I forgot
I
about that.
just wanted
I
to
mean,
make sure that was a
she would have, like, when she sent the report, would have updated them on their records.
okay. So you step outwards, just kind of uh, covering your mouth. And I was like, good. Looks like Snow's made it out. When you take a look, it looks to be this like dwarven representative speaking, and he looks to just be keeping a head count of who could still be inside. Shortly afterwards, I'll say the rest of the party is arriving after this scene. Shortly after we deal with this right here. You step out, about another 10 seconds later, another two people step out, another 10 seconds, another one person steps out. And it says, we still have 3 individuals in there. And you just see this building has smoke coming out of it like it's like September 11th smoke coming out of it.
Oh my god.
Was there more than just my room that blew up?
Like, you feel like it expanded. You didn't expect it to go that far, but it's going that. Is there anything you would like to do before the rest of the party would shortly arrive at?
I mean, she's still trying to clear out her lungs and try to get her ears working since she was at, ground zero of an explosion.
Okay. The dwarf goes inside and says, I'm going to go try to find them as you're doing that. Around this time, the rest of the party members are all arriving at different times, but near the same time, just to kind of bring everyone together at this point. And the dwarf steps out with 2 people, one on each shoulder, and you start to see the beginning, you start to see more smoke is just building up. Glass is shattering from different floors of this building, and it's pretty messed up.
No, what the fuck?
Bombing. I think there's still one more person in there. Also, it's really hard to hear right now.
Fucking Christ. Is anyone else pulled up? I assume a Turner probably pulled up.
Yeah.
All right. You watch her. I run inside the building.
Oh, I was about to say, if a toner heard that, he would go inside the building.
Yeah, but I've got a lot better hearing than you.
How long does it take to like unattach equipment, like armor mods? It takes a while, right?
I mean, no. You can take it off instantly, I think, or at least within an hour, but you can't put anything back into it for the next 24.
Ah, dang. Because I was about to be like, all right, and take off his, uninstall his jetpack and toss it to Gunner.
Yeah, no, I don't got time for that right now.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
I mean, does Snow see that Toner has a jetpack?
Yeah, it's a part of his armor.
You go help him. I'll be fine here.
Now the question is, do you listen to the captain or do you disobey my orders?
Captain! Also, he really wants to help people that are in an exploding building.
It's not exploding, it's just erupting. Alright, so does anybody else want to do anything before we start doing this scene?
Nope.
Alright.
He'll offer to carry Gunner up to the higher levels.
I mean, I need to figure out where the frickin' people are in the first place because that fucking dwarf ran in here like a dumbass.
I mean, the dwarf just pulled 2 people out, so.
Oh, I think he was still inside.
So it's really
would I be able to
one of
hear
the 3 people that was left.
Can I hear if I can hear somebody in the building?
Give me a perception check.
It's
I was
going to
about
be
to
a
ask something, but then I realized it would be really stupid. I was about to
27.
ask, can I use?
You're gonna what?
I was about to ask if I could use my infrared eye to try and find people, but then I was like, no, wait, the building's on fire.
Yeah, you'd just be
Yeah.
seeing
That
nothing but
would
red.
be awesome.
Your eye would become so overwhelmingly bright.
Mm-hmm.
So 27.
And Snow's gonna direct Kalani to help out anyone who's wounded and
Of course.
There's
That's
a
my anyway.
there's a person freaking out inside the building. With your enhanced hearing, would you get a 27?
Yeah.
This person wouldn't be any further than like 100 feet between you and them, you feel, but not knowing the structure of the inside of the building and walls and things like that, it'd be hard to determine how fast you would get them. Unless you're just going to run through walls like a juggernaut or something.
I probably don't have the strength for that, but also I was breakdancing in full armor on 2 guards very successfully.
oh, a toner's there with you.
That's true. But also with doing my enhanced hearing, I feel like echolocation almost to sort of map out the area, but at least I know where they are. So I just point in like that direction and be like, all right, start plowing.
Choppy, choppy.
Okay, give me. I'm gonna make it in your favor.
See, it's almost like Snow is actually paying attention to what people are good at doing and sending people who are most appropriate for the jobs in.
I'm a good listener.
So I know you have acrobatics. I know a toner has athletics. A toner has athletics, right?
Yeah, I have both, but athletics is 1 point stronger than my acrobatics.
Okay. So I want to say you both are working off of each other. So one with athletics, one with acrobatics.
Okay, I'll do acrobatics. That's a 29.
32.
Nice. So you both come up with this like unique dynamic where a toner is kind of leading the pack and Gunner is following up and just like, okay, with what I'm hearing, I'm going to help with tracking it. There are a couple patches where like the temperature is hotter than normal, but with a toner's ability to like absorb the power of the stars on the side, he doesn't seem to be as affected by the heat. It affects Gunner like more. Was like, all right, this is really hot. I've lived on a cold planet all my life.
I got a mask on. I can't just let air out by wagging my tongue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
is he wearing his helmet right now, or?
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
This would have been an awkward way to break the ice if it wasn't. So yeah, you have this interesting dynamic. Just one person give me a survival to find the easiest way to get this individual and get them out before something happens to this. Both was a success, so you can choose who.
I'll leave the survival to you because I have a +0.
I will gladly do this. I have a 15 to that.
Yeah.
Ooh, another 17. So that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm 32.
Okay. With a
Maybe
30,
like, if we can, I could pilot my way to victory.
Same here. Go ahead, Brendan.
what was it? I forgot to hold the shift button. With a 32, you track down this person. This person looks to be it's funny. The place where Snow got coffee, like the little like stand area where you would have like a mini fridge and things like that. This person is like located right there. There's flames flickering everywhere. The android that's in front of you isn't feared on an emotional level, like what's going on, just like, oh, like I can breathe through this, I'm fine, but is afraid that this like the top part might collide and crush the android, and has been freaking out like that. So when you both approach the android, they immediately look at you with like their translucent green eyes and say like, oh, you must be here to help me, like, and immediately heads to the both of you. However, since you gave me the survival, I need a toner to give me a perception check.
18.
With an 18, a toner, you feel like something like flickered or like darted directly past the both of you and out of your line of sight. And when you like turn your head, you didn't happen to catch a glimpse of what this thing is, but like you could have sworn there's something else here that is either trying to not make itself known or something along those lines. With your perception, you didn't perceive what it is. You just perceive something else is here.
All right. A toner. I'm guessing he would have to shout just to be heard at this point, but he would like shout to Gunner like, "We might have company. Be on guard."
Fine, then you deal with this person. I pull out my rifle.
Be on guard.
Arr.
Who knew that?
So
Made my accent change to a pirate.
is the toner gonna like hold this android at this
Yeah.
point? Okay. So you're still surrounded by smoke and everything, but since you've already made your perception check, and now that Gunner is aware, I'm gonna have Gunner make a perception check.
All right.
I'm gonna see how that goes against the stuff.
That's a third 17 I've rolled in a row. That is a 29.
Ooh.
I also have the ears.
What? That was a 17. That got you a 29.
I mean, yeah, 7 plus 12. Or 17 plus 12.
Okay. You get a glimpse of a figure darting, using like the smoke as a form of cover and darting throughout the building. This figure looks to have what looks like an already exploded tablet in its hand, and like is in like the left part of their hand as they dart past you. When you try to get a glimpse of what this thing could be, I just gotta find it real quick. I think I might send a picture later.
Okay.
You get a glimpse of this thing. This creature looks. This creature has like violet purple hair, gray skin, and violet eyes. As they made eye contact to you, they possess a. They possess a dagger that looks like it like glows, and they also had some type of like sniper rifle placed onto their back. The make and model is hard to make out with all this snow, but they seem to be fleeing in a different direction.
Toner, get the android out. And I'm actually going to chase after.
Ooh. Okay.
Should I be doing survival for this? I'm not really sure.
You can if you like.
Acrobatics?
You can if you like. I'll be making the same roll because they're trying to navigate through this smoked out building.
Yeah, Toner will yell to the android like, "Hold on tight," and then jump out the nearest window.
That is a 30. Survival.
Wow, we tied.
Ooh.
So this individual continues running forward. Now at this point, surprisingly, going up levels on this building, even though it's smoked out and everything. Are you still going to pursue?
Yeah.
Okay. They continue to go up levels. And after you assume that maybe they are onto that, they're being followed, because as you pursue after them, like they're not slammed shut and locked, they're just slammed behind this individual as they're running. You can track down the pathway that they're running, so it's not hard for you. It was just that nuisance of like, oh, stupid door, stupid door, stupid door.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't feel like you've gained any distance to getting closer to this thing. You feel like the speed you're running is the same speed that they're running.
Well, eventually they're gonna hopefully run out of places to run. Should I roll again or?
Yep.
All right, that's a 31.
Oh my god.
Are you?
What have you done?
Is it another 31?
Oh,
Or is it?
I gotta grab my phone.
No way. Is it actually a 31 or is it like a nat 20? It's either that or a nat 1. I don't know.
I rolled an 18 on the one and that shoot, and then I rolled a 19 just now publicly.
Oh my god! So we're matched again.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
God damn it!
they go up another floor. You continue pursuing behind them. Give me a perception check.
Okay, perception. Oh god.
How's
Oh,
that
that's
for,
a nat 20 on the floor plus 12. So that's a 42. Of course, the floor die would be the nat 20.
With a 42, this individual sounds to be requesting backup through whatever comm unit or whatever they're using. They're saying, look, they're on to me. I'm going to make my escape now. You hear this being spoken. It's a female's voice. And additionally, as you continue to pursue, they start running up the next flight of stairs, and you hear the sound of a pin being pulled.
Ooh.
Do I know a pin as in like I would know a grenade going?
Yeah.
Do I see the grenade?
Ooh,
Not yet.
Ooh, that's a lot worse. I was thinking like someone was clicking a pen.
No. I can already tell this is, now that I've been following them, it's not just like a random thing. This is like an assassin or some sort of person who was sent to eliminate Snow and is now trying to clean up their tracks.
And by the way, how's my little input as everyone's essential standing?
It makes sense. Now this may be stupid, but
A toner's
because
probably
of my sensory hearing, could I find the grenade before it goes off and throw it back?
Say that last part one more time.
Because I hear the pin going, I know it's going to be thrown. Can I make a judgment from experience, knowing where it's going to be, and then throw it back.
You feel you can make
Oh,
an educated
that guy.
guess on where it's going to be. The only thing that would be against you is the fact that you don't know the structure of this building. But you feel like you could still attempt it. You were able to hear that they made a call for backup type of escape, and that they're trying to, just like you said, they're trying to cover it up. They're using that grenade to do that. So you feel like you could pinpoint where it would be if you were to continue doing.
Okay. Then I would like to try an attempt.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for it? Because I'm thinking either survival we've been doing a lot of, so I would understand if not doing that, but maybe acrobatics. Night. Hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm just needing to head out. I'm like trying not to fall asleep right now.
No, that's fine. It's understandable. Get some sleep and, rest up. You gotta take care of yourself before anything else.
And happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you next week.
Bye.
I did surgery. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You did surgery.
Oh,
Okay, so what do I got to roll?
I feel like we could make acrobatics work. I feel like we could continue using survival.
I mean, it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you as the DM.
I'll keep it a survival.
Okay. That will be
Some like warfare tactics, somewhat.
34.
All right, yeah. You pinpoint, like, as soon as the pin is removed and it gets tossed and it like lodges against a wall, you run into that room shortly afterwards and you like almost echolocation pinpoint where it was. The individual threw it at a wall that had a table next to it, so it would kind of be cubbied behind the table. Being one of those spots where like continue running forward or run towards the side to grab the grenade and do something with the grenade. Question is, do you still want, since you know where it's pinpointed at, do you still want to pursue that, or do you want to follow?
Do I know that I'd be able to get out of the range of the grenade? Or is it like how am I explaining this? So basically it's either I'm able to do something with the grenade or I just keep following.
You feel like they're picking up that you're moving the same speed that they're moving, that they pulled the pin and tried to hold the grenade. So if you were to continue pursuing, it would time out to exploding when you would pass it by.
Ooh, they're cooking it.
Okay,
If I had to like compare this enemy to like a class type, it would be like operative level class type. So they cook the grenade and try to like make it where you're given a choice, keep chasing after me and maybe get a bit of it or do something about the grenade. Either way, the grenade's going to blow off in this building and that's going to change the situation.
I doubt I'd be able to shoot the grenade before it got too close.
It would be a hell of a shot, but out of everyone in the group, that's what you're good at.
That is what I am good at. Do I want to just take the damage? I am fully healed again.
I mean, I just straight up took the damage on my end.
Yeah, I'll keep chase and just do what I can to try and minimize what I'll take from the grenade.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna make a new survival check. Just to keep pursuing them. They're gonna try to make a survival check to get a lead over you. I'm going to make this another public roll. I still can't believe this happened. And we'll see what happens.
All right.
I think you got it.
Holy finally!
You got it.
Oof. I got a lower roll than I usually do, but this is a lot better than that. That's a total of 29.
Yeah, that's better than my 14.
Yeah, with the 15, it's hard not to at least be in the 20s.
Okay.
It was 30. He had a 28 bonus.
That'd be terrible.
Ugh.
Okay. So you continue to pursue after them. Because the grenade is cooked, I'm going to have you make a reflex save.
Okay.
Don't worry, this isn't Jen's campaign. Grenades suck.
That's true. That's the other thing I was remembering. But that's a really shitty reflex save. That's a 13.
Yeah, that's going to fail.
Yeah. Well,
The
luckily
thing
I
is,
got
yeah,
the
the
points.
damage isn't nearly that bad.
Yeah. Grenades, in actuality, are quite scary. In Starfinder,
Yeah, that's why I did the boost in my campaign that I did, because I just cannot stand the way that they just kind of nerfed grenades in this.
plus, if I get beyond it and it still goes off, I get a speed boost.
I'd say currently the more scary thing would be worrying about like the roof caving in on top of you or like the floor giving out from under you from the explosion,
Yeah.
given the already state of the building.
Especially as you're going up and heat rises.
I need to roll this right here.
Oh, God. I was not expecting a chase scene. Especially in the fucking burning building.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
So I was gonna try to draw sometime. Anyway, I never said what type of grenade it was. It was a sticky bomb grenade.
Mm.
So I had to roll a d4 to see how many rounds you would have
Been stuck.
possibly been stuck. It would be one round. The good thing is it wasn't 4, because if that would have happened, I'm like, you're
I'm a cook.
stuck. So you this goo-like substance spreads out from the grenade and your feet stick like putty to the ground. It doesn't last that long due to the fact that, everything is slowly
On fire, yeah.
around you. But it does slow it down a bit. You do see that this individual, however, let's see, this individual kind of stops to take a glance at you. I have to screenshot on my phone and do all that.
I'm pretty
stuff.
sure I know who you're talking about, so I have a mental image.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this individual is looking directly at you, and has the scope of the gun aimed directly at your helmet, and is gonna make an attack.
All right.
Quick second.
Oof, boy. I wonder what you guys are thinking while this is all happening.
I mean, Snow's probably trying to help organize everything down there.
Natar just comes back outside with the android. I got him out. Where's Gunner? Ooh.
Yeah, I was actually wondering how long it's been because
It's been
after
a couple.
dropping off the android, a toner would be heading back in to get Gunner.
Wouldn't do that.
Yeah, bad idea to go back in now.
He doesn't know.
The dwarf's just like, whoa, we can't go back in there. My best friend is in that building. You can't stop me.
I mean,
Sir,
What is
Heated things small, about the same size of you.
What was that,
What
Brendan?
is Gunner's CMD?
CMD.
Your
Combat maneuver defense.
Oh, 38. AC versus combat maneuvers. Yeah, 38.
Twinsies.
mine is 39.
Oh boy. Okay. The shot is taken from a pretty significant distance. Smoke and all, the bullet is coming directly towards you. As you look at this bullet, it looks almost as if it's coming in slow motion. You just being a sniper and knowing trajectories and things like this. This shot that the individual is taking doesn't look like it's a shot to harm you per se. This shot looks like they were trying to possibly shoot your helmet off your face to show like a skill of marksmanship. I had a 36.
So, just missed.
Yeah. Which, if I would have had an attack, probably would have hit. But
Brandon,
yes.
would Snow notice the gunfire that just happened?
Yeah.
So she's actually going to tell Gunner to use the jetpack, and they're both going to fly and try to find Gunner.
Well, I'm not. You just said gunner and gunner.
I mean, a toner.
Toner.
Okay, I've been drinking.
It's okay. I've been drinking.
Infinity and beyond.
Being that that's the case, and I have a pride as a sniper. Could I try and do the same thing? But does she have another grenade on her belt that I could try and shoot to set off a goo bomb?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I with combat maneuvers? What am I adding to a roll?
Excuse me. So for that, I counted it as doing an attack roll against your combat maneuver defense instead of your normal ACs.
Okay, so it's just a regular attack again.
That's how I
against
did it.
their
I would
8
have to.
plus KAC, so it's going to be a hard hit.
It's going to be hard. But we're both snipers, and if I fail, I haven't lost anything. We've just both proven, hey, it's kind of hard to shoot in a burning building. If that's the case, that is a total of. Wait. I gotta remember all the things I gotta add, because that's gonna be a big factor. Okay, so it's my sniper, which means I have a +1 to that. That's the damage, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because that's damage. Okay, I think the only thing that matters is that no, that's also damage. Okay, so that doesn't fucking matter. Okay, so total. Gosh dang it. Person initiative toughness, bullet barrage.
Good to know you put all this stuff into damage and not to hit.
I mean, usually it doesn't matter. I'm not going against a freaking thing that's your KAC +8. I'm usually just going against the KAC. So total, that's 32. 12. Yeah, 32.
The bullet shot it. The bullet is shot, and again, you're watching as if it's slow motion. Everything is burning around you: smoke, fire, bits of debris, and this and that. But even with the fire, you hear the sound of the grenade go off.
It's a goo grenade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That is where we pause the game.
Oh, baby!
Got them caught.
I am the best sniper!
Got them caught, and reinforcements are coming. So.
I am a god!
Nice shot. I'm better.
Runner just had to assert his dominance real quick.
I had to, as both a Vlakin and a sniper.
I needed this.
That was a fucking hard flex right there.
Ooh, baby. Try to take off my mask. I cover you in goo.
Wording, phrasing.
No, I can say whatever I want. I just did this.
Yeah, talk about a way to end the session, right?
Oh boy.
Is your heart pumped yet?